Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Dwi Noor Oktaviani. I'm from Economic Education of Office Administration, Faculty of Economic. So, in this occasion, I will explain a little about the think, pair, share learning model. Maybe some people are already familiar with this learning model, but to be honest, this is the first time I know this learning model. It feels good to learning something new. Yes, like now, we will learn about learning methods that I have never known before. Because this is a new thing for me, maybe what I will convey later will be lacking a lot. Therefore, I apologize and I'm very happy if there is something to be added or corrected. Okay, since I've talked too much, allow me to start presenting this material and let's enjoy the lesson. So, what the meaning of think, pair, share? Think, pair, share is collaborative learning strategy in which students work together to solve a problem or answer a question about an assigned reading. This technique requires students to first think individually about a topic or answer to a question and share idea with classmates. Discussing an answer with a partner serves to maximize participation, focus attention, and engage students in comprehending the reading material. Why think, pair, share? Okay, this is benefit of this learning strategy. The think, pair, share strategy is a versatile and simple technique for improving students' reading comprehension. It gives students time to think about an answer and activates prior knowledge. Think, pair, share enhance students' oral communication skills as they discuss their idea with one another. This strategy helps students become active participants in learning and can include writing as a way of organizing thought generated from discussions. The teachers decide upon the text to be read and develops the set of questions or prompts that target key content concepts. The teacher can describe the purpose of the strategy and provides guidelines for discussions. As with all strategy instruction, teachers should model the procedure to ensure that students understand how to use the strategy. Teachers should monitor and support students as they work. Think. Teachers begin by asking specific questions about the text. Students think about what they know or have learned about the topic. Pair. Each student should be paired with another student or small group. And share. Students share their thinking with their partner. Teachers expand the share into a whole or class discussion. Next. Okay, here I will try to apply this learning method to one of the courses in my study program, namely Secretary Science. Here's the explanation. First, the teacher explains the learning objectives to be achieved in this course. The purpose of the study is to find out the meaning of personal secretary and organizational secretary, to know the duty and function of the secretary, and to know the responsibility of the secretary. And the last is to know the various secretaries based on their abilities. 2. The teacher gives an perceptions of the material present, namely secretary science, briefly convey the meaning of a secretary to the duties of a secretary. Third, the teacher conveys the contents of the material more broadly, such as, according to M.G. Hartini Hendarto and F.X. Tulus Haryono, a secretary is a person who helps someone, namely the leader, in carrying out of his tasks that arise from his studies as a leader. Fourth, the teacher gives questions to students and then students are given time to think. The questions given among others like, actually, how important is the role of the secretary and company? Students think to get answers. Time approximately 3 minutes. In short, the secretary has a role to help facilitate governance in the company's managerial activities. He can also help leaders to determine the success or failure of a company's goals. The importance of the role of secretary also depends on the secretary positions in each company. 6. Students are asked to pair up with their friends. For example, Shirley pairs up with Erica. 7. Students discuss with their partners to solve the teacher's questions. From the questions that have been given, they discuss to find the most appropriate answer to the question. Students present the results of their discussion in front of the class. Then, they explain the answers they have prepared from the discuss they have had. And the last is the teacher gives conclusions and straightens the student's answer and adds to the student's answer. And that's the explanation that I convey. Of course, there are many shortcomings from the results of the presentation. I really need critics and suggestions for the future. That is all for me. Thank you very much for your great attention. Thank you for your listening. May all that we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Thank you so much for attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.